Pisces. Hello there, my beautiful friends. We're going to do your general tarot reading for mid-March 2022. Thank you so much for joining me today. You know I appreciate each and every single one of you. And we're going to get right down to business and start you off with an oracle card here. So let's shuffle it up one time for the lovely, beautiful Pisces collective here in mid-March. It is Pisces season, my friends. Let's see what we got. I hope you're all doing well. God, Spirit Team, talk to me. And yeah, we're just going to look at this first card real quick, then we'll get into the full tarot reading itself. And at the very end, I'll pull you a bonus card with the Shadowland Tarot, just to see what type of shadow work you might want to lean into or what shadows might pop up in this time, which is always very interesting. Much for you to consider, so only take what hits. Let's get this first card out here. And while I do, I would like to extend to you once again a most very happy birthday. It is Pisces season, so whether your birthday's past or it's coming up, I hope you enjoy, my friends. But here we go, the fruitful, active mind, and that never surprises me, especially in a Pisces reading, especially in any water sign reading. Very interesting this card is. It has so much, like, crazy symbolism that we can comb through. Now, before we fully dive into that, if you're new here, I'll be speaking about the March subscriber surprise towards the end, so you might want to check that out. Also, if you're active on Twitter, my handle's at kyleofcupsoracle, so please feel free to tweet me things. But into this awesome card we go. If you notice the center of the card, you see that lovely lady, and she has a tree literally growing out of her head, and that tree is bearing fruit. So to me, that does speak about that fruitful, active mind. You could have some good strikes of inspiration, eureka moments, awesome ideas that you might need to put into effect. But like I was already saying, it doesn't surprise me in a water sign and Pisces reading that the fruitful, abundant mind is showing up. So creative endeavors and just putting your creativity to good use is awesome here. And especially in this time. There's also literature and books, so there could be undertones of communication. But I like this card. We're going to keep it moving and see if it ties in with the reading itself, because I don't want to speak on it too much. It's a beautiful energy, though, whether the reading's positive or not. So let's get these first three out, and we'll intuitively clarify. What do we got for the Pisces collective? My God, the Spirit Team. Now, last week's reading was titled Beware of Their Plan. The week before that was an unexpected gift. So it seems that for a lot of Pisces people out there, there could be people around you that might be planning, strategizing. I'm not trying to say that to be a fearmonger. It could be good, it could be rough. It seems like each week we had one of each. One that was a little positive, one that was a little rough. So we'll see what we have this week. You know, energies are always shifting and changing. Let's get it going. What do we got for Pisces? Yes, thank you. Okay, all right, we have the Ace of Cups in position number one. That's starting this reading off in a very positive way. Let's get two more here. I don't want to get too carried away, Pisces, but I like that. Thank you. All right, we got Temperance. So your patience might be tested in various different ways, but I don't necessarily feel like that's a bad thing. Let's get one more. It's feeling powerful. Beautiful. We have the Eight of Wands here, so there might be some sort of breakthrough coming in for you for sure. And I'll explain my thinking behind it. We'll go through, I'll give you some of the classical meanings and archetypes. Then we'll get the juicier intuitive stuff. Interesting how this flows, because we have a card of opportunity, a card of patience, and then a card of speed on the back end. So this could be something breaking through, picking up steam suddenly. But let's go one by one. Ace of Cups. All aces are opportunities, my friends. And this is one of the more positive aces. It could speak about emotional fulfillment. Yes, it could underline your emotional state. This could be that cup runneth over. So this could be super abundant, something really good coming your way. Now, when it comes to opportunities, if you don't pounce on opportunities, they can wither away. But I really do like this card. And like I said, it could speak about romance and love, things like that as well. So it depends on what you're watching this for, but the Ace of Good could just represent how you're feeling. Now, moving over to the center, we have the Temperance card. And in this deck, it gives me a slightly different feeling than the normal Temperance card. Now, yes, it could speak about spiritual protection. There's usually an archangel depicted on the Temperance card. It could represent a prominent Sagittarius in your life, but if you look at this version of it, you see the lightning bolts coming out of the hands. This is extremely powerful. Okay, so I really want to clarify and see what this could be about. But sitting, waiting, watching, your patience might be tested in various different ways. And I really want to clarify this and see what it's about. Okay, it could be about taking your foot off the gas in regards to something, like letting something be. However, the way this is reading with the Eight of Wands on the very back end here, it's like your patience might be rewarded or something might break through suddenly. I love it. The Eight of Wands. Now, aside from the very fast movement and action of this card, it's similar to the Chariot, the Knight of Swords, when we have the Eight of Wands. It could speak about talking, conversations, back and forth. So we really want to clarify it and see what this could be about. Some sort of news coming in or some sort of back and forth. But it could just be speed in general. This is very fiery and movement based. So action and that picking up suddenly like 0 to 100 from Temperance to Eight of Wands. So it's like a spike. So let's dive deeper on all this, Pisces. We're going to jump in and clarify. So let's get a good shuffle going here for my Pisces people. Let's see what's going on in their season. My guides and spirit team, talk to me. What do we got? That spread looks beautiful. And yes, Pisces, this is where I go intuitive with the message, which means I just tell you how it feels to me. So feel free to do further research or rely on your base knowledge of tarot, because as you know, every single reading is about the reader's interpretation, and I'm just giving you mine. We're going to start in on this Ace of Cups. And as always, if you read tarot yourself, that's why the box is here, so you could just play along. If you're feeling any messages, you could just drop it down in the comments for your collective. I don't mind whatsoever. I actually encourage it. So let's see why this Ace of Cups is here. We all learn from each other, my friends. What's the Ace of Cups? What's this about? Okay, yeah. You ever hear that phrase, you know, let spirit guide you, or let Jesus take the wheel? Like, it's kind of giving me that type of vibe here with the Emperor in reverse. Now, for some of you, you might be dealing with a disgruntled Aries with the Emperor in reverse. For some of you, you might just be on the cusp of Aries. But when I see the Emperor in reverse, I think of control-based things, and I feel like this is somebody possibly releasing control about something. So you might, and I know I don't have to say this in a Pisces reading, because Pisces is extremely go with the flow. This could be spirit telling you to do that if you're trying to force something through or get your point across. This is spirit just saying, like, listen, just go with the flow, let it go. Okay, let spirit take the wheel. I'm not trying to, you know, point any certain religious or spiritual standing out here, but you get what I mean. Like, let the universe flow. Let what flows go. That's what it means to me. Okay, like, release control, do your best. Whatever happens, happens. It is what it is. That's just the vibe this is making me feel. And I don't feel like it's super complicated. I really don't. And I'm not going to talk it into the ground. So we're going to keep it moving, because I'm really eyeing up this Eight of Wands on the back end. But I'd say that's sound advice. There's certain things in life that you can control. There's certain things in life that you can't. So let's go in on this Temperance card. Why is Temperance here? Thank you. Okay, we got the Two of Cups. So yeah, you might have to have patience with somebody that you're connected to here, or somebody might need to have patience with you. It's all about understanding here with the Two of Cups in the upright under Temperance. Now, I don't pigeonhole these readings into love alone or romance. Two of Cups could be any interpersonal relationship, but when I see it under Temperance, that calming, relaxing, patience-based thing, like, there might be somebody that you need to have a lot of patience with or understanding, or vice versa. Hopefully there's somebody that is feeling understanding of how you're feeling. Okay, that's just, it's empathetic here to me. So this could be spirit saying, listen, have a little empathy for those you're connected with, or maybe someone needs to have a little empathy for you. That's just how this feels to me. I mean, are all good things come with time? Right? So we could get various different things here, but it's all about going with the flow here, Pisces. We're going to see what's up with the Eight of Wands. I don't want to overcomplicate that. And see what we got for my friends. Patience is indeed a virtue. So let's see why the Eight of Wands is here. Then we will do a quick little recap before we get into the shadow card. Interesting stuff this week, Pisces. So why is the Eight of Wands here? Thank you. All right, Page of Swords. Yeah, this feels a little bickery. This feels a little problematic. This feels a little issue-based, okay, with the Page of Swords in the upright. Now, you might be having issues with a younger individual, or you might be having issues with an air sign when we have the Page of Swords in the upright. And all pages are communicators, once again. So I do feel this fiery back and forth, because on this back alignment, the Wands, the Swords. okay? And both cards are communicators. There's possible combustion here. So this could be some sort of fiery, explosive, volatile communication that you need to watch out for. And I feel like we can pull back to what we've been seeing in the spread itself, like the go with the flow, having patience, having empathy. And then boom, with this 8 of Wands, Page of Swords, like someone feeling very defensive. You might be feeling attacked, or someone you're connected to might be feeling like they're being attacked in some kind of way. That's just how this is feeling to me. So if you do bump heads with somebody, just know that if you put yourself in their shoes, they might be feeling like you're attacking them in some way, or vice versa. It's interesting stuff here. So let me show you. But there is possibility for like a fiery back and forth, a volatile, explosive with this combination. That's just how it feels to me. But let's go through and do a quick little recap again here, Pisces. Then we'll get into the shadow card. If you kindly look in the box, in position number 1, we have the Ace of Cups, beautiful opportunity, emotional base with the Emperor in reverse. Now, yes, it was giving me that vibe that, yeah, you might have a disgruntled Aries, or maybe you're even on the cusp of Aries here. But with the Ace of Cups and Emperor in reverse, it's all about going with the flow, releasing control, knowing that there's certain things in life that you can't control. It's all good. Moving to the center, we have Temperance and the 2 of Cups in the upright. All about empathy, all about having patience with somebody, or someone having patience with you. Okay, so it's all about putting yourself in someone else's shoes. On the very back end, we have the 8 of Wands with the Page of Swords in the upright. Possibility for some volatility, right? There's some possible conflict here, like a back and forth. But once again, like I already stated, refer back to the other things. If you do butt heads with somebody, if there is like an explosive back and forth, there's a possibility for issues to crop up. But if you follow these guidelines, I think you'll be all set, Pisces. So please take a screenshot. We're going to get into this shadow card super quick just to tie this reading up. Let's see what we got for my friends. Gods. Now, when we pull the shadow card, I always say that even if it's a positive card, we're going to look at the darker side, because that's what we want to do with shadow work. So that's exactly what we're going to do. So let's get one card out here for you, Pisces. And we're going to do this real quick and brief. See what's up. What do we got for the Pisces Collective? Thank you. Okay, we have the Star, the future focus. Now, some of you might be getting a little too lost in like something that's down the line. For some of you, this could be issues with an Aquarius. But when I see the Star in the shadows, it's a couple of different things. This could be someone who's struggling with feelings of hopelessness, or somebody who is living too far into the future. So I believe that's what Spirit's trying to say. Like, it's important to live in the now is part of it. But keeping hope alive is super important. It's hard to do in this day and age. I completely get it. And as a water sign, I understand. I mean, if you ever look at my natal chart, you'll see that I have a ton of water. I get what it's like to be very empathetic about the world and those around you. Okay. But living in the now could be super important, and holding on to hope. So Pisces, that's what I have for you this week, my beautiful friends. Don't click away just yet, though. I'm going to give you the details of the March subscriber surprise. If you got your name in for the February subscriber surprise, the winners will be posted in the community tab March 1st. But for the March subscriber surprise, I'm giving away 2 copies of the beautiful Gilded Tarot Royale. It's one of my favorite decks. So if you'd like to get your name for this, it's 2 simple things. As always, my friends, first, you must be subscribed. And second, let me know down in the comments what zodiac sign vibes best with you. It has to be a different one than your own, though. So drop that in the comments. You'll be entered to win. And that's it. At the end of March, going into April, I'll announce the winners. As always, my friends, much love to you, and I'll see you next time.